Hi, hello friends, welcome to the today's session. Today I'm going to present you how to construct multi-level index from a single level indexing. So whenever you say that conversion from single level indexing to multi-level indexing, there is a requirement of a simple logic that's nothing but conversion of dense towards to sparse or sparse towards to sparse. So my dear friends, let us welcome our new session, that is conversion of secondary level index, that is nothing but single level index to your multi-level index. Before entering into the details, let us say our anthem: crack GATE and ESE with India's largest learning platform, none other than Unacademy. Get Plus subscription and access unlimited live and recorded lectures from India's best educators. So, my dear friends, you also can have such kind of wonderful opportunities, especially in the software companies, or especially after completion of your post graduation from a premium institutions. So about myself is Srinivasrao IS, having more than 15 years of experience in the various subjects of computer science engineering. I also had industry experience as a database admin and a system analyst. So regarding that, I completed different varieties of certifications. Some is in some are in networking side, and the other one is in database side, and the other one is operating system side. So, my dear friends, you also can achieve such kind of a success because several batches I train, and many of my students are completed their post graduation in premium institutions like IIT, NIT, and central universities and triple IITs too. So, my dear friends, you also can have such kind of opportunities just by clearing an examination, prestigious examination called a GATE. So you can also clear the GATE examination just by taking a simple tips and shortcuts. So for that, all you need to do is take the admission in an academy and get the top quality content from top quality educators. So my dear friends, apart from top quality content, the Unacademy is also offering good amount of concession, especially by using my referral code. If you use my referral code, then you are going to get a maximized discount amount. So apart from top quality content, you'll also get to be benefited. There are two types of subscriptions: 12 months and 24 month subscription. Current fourth year students can opt for 12-month subscription. And my dear friends, if you are a third year student, please take 24-month subscription because you are going to have multiple number of recap lectures. Multiple number of times you can able to view the lecture. So my dear friends, on this also you are going to get a good amount of concession. So prices are going to be increased very soon. That's why utilize this opportunity, immediately join in an academy and get the top quality content. The 24-month subscription, the second year students as well as third year students as well as the first year students also can able to opt, because the first year you are going to study a subject called data structures and C language. So my dear friends, utilize this opportunity what is providing by an academy. So if you get the subscription, then an academy is going to provide unrestricted access. You are being called as a premium member such that you can able to access everything whichever is available in an academy portal, like a live sessions, live quizzes, mock test, mock sessions, whatnot. All are beneficials, all are beneficial towards the success of the student. So my dear friends, an academy is working towards success, student success only their motto. My dear friends, please join immediately in an academy before the subscription prices are increased. And if you would like to have to talk with any faculty member, so please fill this form. Then an academy is going to direct a faculty member. You can able to clear all your doubts. So my dear friends, let's crack GATE CSC is our YouTube channel. Subscribe our YouTube channel. Use my referral code to get the maximized benefit. Hit the bell icon for the latest notification and updates. If you choose my referral code, then you are going to be pinned to my badge. So whatever lecture, whenever my lecture starts, then you're going to be one of the member in that particular batch. So my dear friends, don't forget to apply my referral code and don't forget to take the admission in Academy because the prices are going to be increased very soon. So utilize this opportunity. They are offering good amount of concessions. Well, my dear friends, our task is the continuation, the continuous lecture of the last session, that's called a different varieties of indexing we have. We already discussed dense, sparse, primary index, cluster index, secondary index. But they all belongs to single level indexing schemes only. What is the problem with single level indexing? Yes, obviously there is a problem. So the time complexity is going to be increased whenever you are going to search or whenever you are trying to insert and delete the items because it has to search first whether before inserting your element. That's why we want to go for a concept called a tree. How are you going to form the tree? That's what today's agenda. So my dear friends, single level indexing is nothing but only one index level is available to search the record. When you talk multi-level indexing, index over index. Whenever you say that index over index, it is a concept of multi-level indexing only. On indexing blocks, we are going to reconstruct the index. Therefore, you are going to see a concept called tree formation. Whenever the tree formation is there, that is a concept of multi-level indexing, what you have already studied in data structures and C language. So, my dear friends, whenever we talk about the tree, it's nothing but what multi-level indexing only. So now let us see what is the multi-level indexing. Multi-level indexing is nothing but, so initial we are going to construct an index on the data file. Whenever you construct an index on your data file, it is called as a first level index. It is called as a first level index. Observe carefully. On that first level index, we want to create one more index on that. So that is called as second level index. On that second level index, if you construct index once again, it is called as a third level index and it can go up to fourth level and top level unless and until all the entries are completed. All the entries are completed and you reach to top of the block. That top of the block is called your root. Observe my friend, my dear friends, observe carefully. Top of the top of the level is nothing but your root level only. So what is an idea? Whenever you have a first level index, on this first level index, we are going to construct index on that. It is called as a second level index. On this second level index, we are going to construct an index. It is called as a third level index. If there are no entries, then you can able to finish that. The third level is your root level or the third level is your top level. So my dear friends, I will show you how to construct this multi-level indexing scheme. Now let us say a multi-level indexing can be created for any type. It may be a primary, it may be a secondary, it may be a cluster, which means he is talking either you can go for sparse index or you can go for a dense index. But mostly we prefer dense index only. Most of the multi-level indexing schemes follows a dense index. Okay, my dear friends, but I will also show you how you can able to convert your sparse index into multi-level indexing. I also will show you how dense index is going to form multi-level indexing. So what is the point? So we require a second level only if the first level needs more than one block of a disk storage. That means if you are unable to place the content in your first level, then immediately you split it. When you are unable to store all your records in second level, then you split into third level. So this is how the levels are going to be increased so that you're going to see a concept called a tree structure. So what is that? Similarly, we require third level only if the second level needs more blocks. We can repeat this process unless and until all your records are being existed into a single block. Observe carefully. All your records are existed into single block. You need to create sublevels. You need to create sublevels. The last level, if you find that all your index entries up to that at that level can be able to fit into that particular block. So if you require one more block, then immediately split it. Then that also you require one more block, then immediately split it. So last one, that means what? We can repeat the process unless and until entries of some index level t fit in a single block. That means all entries come to stored in one particular block. That is only our last level, which is called as a your root. So the block at the last level is called as your top index level. Now, what is the access time? So for example, if I convert your secondary level index, that means single level indexing into multi-level indexing, what is the advantage? Obviously, it's a beauty advantage. What is that advantage? Each level reduces the number of entries at the previous level by doing a block factoring. Here, FO is nothing but index block factoring. Please recollect last session. Index block factoring, how are you going to get? Block size divided by your index size. Block size divided by your index size is your index block factoring. So we are going to use an equation to split. What is the equation? Why there is a need of a splitting? Very simple. Your number of records are performed with your block factor. If it is greater needed, then immediately you need to split it. So that is the rule. What is that? Your number of records divided by your block factor, then it is going to give you a level. That level is called as a what? T only. So how are you going to access this? You can able to access using this searching time. What is that? Log block factor your number of records. Simple. What is that? Log. If your block factor is a 2, base 2, and your total number of records, bus. This is your search access time. Especially in multi-level indexing, you might have seen in binary search trees. Binary search trees, we follow this equation in order to find the number of levels, or in order to find the average access time to search a particular element in your particular file. So my dear friends, let me start the construction process. Be ready. Please understand the scenario here. I'm going to give you data file. Observe carefully. I'm going to construct from right towards to left. Observe carefully. So this is your data file. This data file block factor is something like 5. I can store 1 to 5 records here. I can store 6 to 10 records here. I can store 11 to 15 records here, and I can store 16 to 20 records here. So what is your block factor? The block factor is a 5. Assume, let. A data file block factor is a 5. What is the meaning of 5? You can keep maximum of 5 particular records in your particular block. Now, I'm creating dense index on that. I'm creating dense index on that. Your dense index is a row level index, we all know. That means let us take your block factor also, because the block factor is very much important. This is what FO is very much important. how many records you can able to keep in a single block. That is the meaning of a block factor. Here we are talking index block factor means how many index records you can keep in a particular block. That's the meaning of index block factor. So I am assuming how to calculate index block factor we already learned. Again, anyhow, I will show you in the next example. So block factor, let us guess. Let your block factor is equal to 5 only. That means in a single indexed block, I can able to store 5 entries at a time. That means number of dense records are nothing but number of data records only. Please come to the point of dense. What is the meaning of dense? Number of dense index records are nothing but number of data records, because dense index is a what? Row level index, also called as a record level index. Therefore 1 to 5 there is a need, and one more block there is a need of a 6 to 10, and there is a need of 11 to 15, and there is a need of 16 to 20. Observe. So how many blocks you needed? How many blocks I needed is, observe carefully. Your block factor is a 5. That means I can store 5 entries. And how many index entries you have? I have number of index entries. I have how many? Number of data records. Your number of data records are 20 here. Number of data records is equal to 20. Therefore, my dear friends, a number of index records are also going to be 20, because the dense index is a row level index and record level index. Now observe the pointer. This is a point to this, because your node has got a two parts. One is a key part, the other one pointer part. For every data record, I need to maintain index. Next, record number 2 dot dot and record number 5. Then after that, record number 6 and dot dot, record number 10. Then after that, record number 11 dot dot, record number 15. Record number 16 dot dot, record number 20. My dear friends, I'm going to do workout here. This is your first level index. Please observe. This is your first level index, because the index is directly constructed on your data file. Observe carefully. First level index is a direct interface to your data file only. So how many index records you got? Let me work out. First level I am writing. First level index records. As I am constructing dense index. So dense index is a row level index. When you say row level index, observe carefully. Immediately need to point one important point. What is that? Number of dense index records. Number of dense index records is nothing but, you also can guess other side, and number of data records, no doubt. So your number of data records I given you, they are 20. Therefore, my dear friends, your number of index records are also going to be 20. Now you tell me, how many first level blocks you need? That's the question, very important point. How many first level blocks you need? How many first level indexed blocks? How many first level indexed blocks you need? You know, simple equation. What is that? Already I shown you in the theory. Total number of records divided by your block factor. So total number of records here is a 20. Total number of records here is a 20, as we guess from the first step. And your block factor, I have told you to assume 5. So your block factor is a 5 there. So I need exactly 4 indexed blocks. So You need 4 indexed blocks to store 20 entries. Please observe carefully. This is a data file. 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 Now index file also. This is the block 1. I said 4 blocks I need. This is the block 2. This is the block 3. This is your block 4. So according to the theory only I am writing. So first level index records are 20. And how many blocks you need? 20 divided by your block factor. 20 divided by your block factor is nothing but 5. I need just 4 indexed blocks. Now come to second level working. Second level index. So you may get a doubt why there is a requirement of second level index. Yes, there is a requirement of second level index because these index entries are separately stored. They are not fit in a single block. Observe carefully. When they all packed in a single block, then I don't need any kind of levels. Up to that point, you need to create levels only. As there are 20 records are there, I am unable to keep the 20 records. I am unable to pack the 20 records in a single block. Hence, there is a requirement of second level. So what is your second level? Your second level working I am going to do. You assume that let block factor is equal to 2. Assume. How to do I will show you in the next question, block factor and all. Now listen. Second level, number of index entries. Number of index records at the second level is nothing but, you know, what is that? We are not going to create once again dense index. If you create once again dense index, again you are going to get 20 index records. Again you need a 4 data blocks or 4 indexed blocks. The idea of multi-level indexing is nothing but conversion of dense to sparse. Simply, the idea behind multi-level indexing is nothing but conversion of dense to sparse or sparse to sparse. Observe carefully. Now, the second level is going to be called as a sparse index because index on first level I am creating. Therefore, how many? As far as sparse index concerned, it is a block level. Sparse index is a block level, my dear friends. Therefore, number of index records at a second level is nothing but number of first level blocks. Because I am creating index on the first level only. And that too I am converting your dense to sparse. So number of first level blocks. How many number of first level blocks are there? So block 1, block 2, block 3 and block 4. That's it. You got only how many entries? 4 entries I need. Because you are going to create on top of the record, on top of every particular block only. So 4 entries you need. Now you tell me second point. A number of indexed blocks you need. Is it 1? Is it 1 means you close your session. Second level is your top level. Number of indexed blocks. So to store these 4 entries, how many indexed blocks you need? Number of indexed blocks at second level, which is nothing but your number of records are 4 by the block factor I have given. How much I have given block factor for this? I have given 2. Actually, different block factors you don't get in real time, but for example, I am telling you. So in a block, I can store only 2 records. Therefore, 4 by 2, you need 2 indexed blocks. I will show you how did you get these 2 blocks. Listen carefully. So 1 we created, 6 we created because it is a parse. So record number 1 and record number 6 I can keep at a time because your block factor is 2. 2 records I can keep at a time. This is your block 1 and pointers. And your block 2 also maximum can store only 2 entries only. Yes. Your next entry is 11 and your next entry is a 16. Plus, you got only 2 indexed blocks, especially at the second level. Still now you think, is there one more splitting is required? Yes. Why? Because all index entries must pack in a single block, but they have packed in a different blocks. Hence, there is a one more splitting required. That is called third level. So I am doing second level on first level, third level on second level. Now you tell me, again I am doing sparse index only, not the same. So conversion of dense to sparse and sparse to sparse is a concept of multi-level indexing. Now you tell me, I'm going to create only for the top of the record. I'm going to create only for the top of the record. If I'm saying that my block factor is equal to 2, bus, you got your answer. What is that? A single block is sufficient to store your two records 1 and 11. That's it, you stop. So third level is your top level. This is your top level, my dear friends. So how many levels you got? 3 levels I got. First level is a dense, second level is a sparse, and third level is also sparse on second level. Now let us do the working factor. So third level, I will show you working factor. Third level indexing. So third level, first important point is that how many index records you want. Number of index records are nothing but number of blocks of second level, because I am creating on second level only. In second level, if you observe that there are two blocks are there. You see block 1 and block 2, they are going to be our entries, top of the record we are going to create. So how many? 2 records only. Now the second step. Now you tell me a number of third level blocks. Number of third level blocks is nothing but number of records are 2 and your block factor is 2. Only one block is sufficient. Only one block is sufficient. When you confirm that only one block is sufficient, you have to stop your work, because if you able to keep all your index elements in a single block, that is only your last level. So my dear friends, we got third level only one block. That's what this is how. So one block is mapped to two index entries. Now I will show you the tree. The tree has formed now. How? Observe carefully. Let me write vertically. This is how I have given horizontally. Now I am writing vertically. First 1 and 11. Observe carefully. First top level is your third level. So we got 1 and 11. This is your one of your block. This 1 is a pointing to one side. This 11 is a pointing to other side. 1 is a pointing to 1 6, 11 is a pointing to 11 16. Please see that how I am forming a tree now. Now you tell me. This one once again pointing to other side, 6 is a pointing to other side, 11 is a pointing to other side, 16 is a pointing to other side. Now you see 1 is a pointing, come here, 1 is a pointing to this particular one. 1 is a pointing to 1 and 6 is a pointing to this and 11 is a pointing to this. So 1 is a pointing to block 1. So we have 1 dot dot to 5 records. We have 6 dot dot to 10 records. We have 11 dot dot to 15 records. We have 16 dot dot to 20 records. We got our answer. Now you tell me This is a one block which is storing 5 records. This is another block, and this is another block, and this is another block. Now this is your root. This is your internal node, and this is your leaf node. Leaf node has got the pointers. Observe now. Down you have data file 1 to 5 records, 6 to 10 records, 11 to 15 records, 16 to 20 records. This is your data file which is nowhere linked to you. Please understand. This is a completely your index. This is a completely index. Now the down you have data file. This one pointer locate to this, 5 pointer locate this, and other pointers are locate other records. 6 is a pointing, 10 is a pointing, 11 and others are pointing, 16 is a pointing, dot dot, 20 is also pointing. That's it, my dear friends. This is how I have shown you vertically. Earlier it was horizontally. Now I have shown you vertically. This is what is the meaning of multi-level indexing. You want to search record number 1. We will search here. We will not search the rest of the half. Please understand. Please recollect your binary search concept. I want to search only one record. So one will let you take the left hand side. Then again it takes to the left hand side. Again it takes to the leftmost and use the pointer, get the record. We will not touch the remaining blocks. You want to search, for example, record number 19. We will not search left hand side. We will search right hand side. So 11, it's greater than 16. It come here, use the pointer and get your record number 9. This is how you can make simple the searching. If I am following single level index, what will happen? I will show you that also. If I am following single level indexing for 20 records, what will happen? This is your data file 1 to 5, 6 to 10 and 11 to 15 and 16 to 20. This is your data file. And I am creating only one level index. Hence I am creating, for example. So I am having single level index. When you have single level indexing, we are not having a tree concept. Please recollect your this one only. This one I am talking. Only one level index is there. That one you write in the form of vertically. So we got block 1 and block 2. There also 4 blocks are there. Block 3 and block 4. Here 1 to 5 records. Here 6 to 10 records. Here 11 to 15 records. Here 16 to 20 records. I have got only one indexing. I want to search record number 19. It's a big problem. Please understand. Search 19th record. When I ask you to search right 19th record, you need to check. It's not 19. It's not 19. It's not. And it's not because sequential scan I am doing. It's not. It's not. Somewhere you are going to get a 19. Then use this and get back. Now they are having a pointers as usually. Same line. See the difference between your sequential scan and a binary scan. Binary scan is nothing but you can able to divide your tree into two halves, left hand side, right hand side. Every level you can able to check like that. That is the advantage with the multi-level indexing. If I shown you a structure like this, I can able to speed up your element to search from your data file because it is trying to fold into two halves concept. Okay, my dear friends, there is a small exercise we did there. It's nothing but first level index based on your data file. That's a direct interface to the data file. Second level index is constructed on first level. And third level index is constructed on second level. And so on till it goes to the root. You all may have a doubt. How long should I go? This is a where to stop. Where to stop is nothing but if all index entries are packed in, if all index records are packed in a single block, this is the point, in a single block, then and no need of multi-level indexing. So you need multi-level indexing only when you need more than one block. Whenever you are unable to store all your index records in a single pack, then you start split into multiples. At last, you will see that only one block is sufficient to store all your index records. There, your root level will come. Here, your third level is a root level. My dear friends, don't say that first level is your root. The last level is going to be your root level. From there, we start do what? Scanning of your record. Now, let us do a sample question on this. So please observe carefully the question how I am solving. So what is the time complexity here? The time complexity is nothing but I have maintained here according to if it is what I mean to say multi-level indexing, use how many levels you have used. Total 20 elements, right? Total 20 elements. Now he is asking dash levels. You want to answer this question, you need to know first of all block factor. This is a very, very important. Index block factor you need. If I'm saying that let block factor is equal to 2, 2 is nothing but binary search. I'm talking binary search because you can have maximum 2 only. If I'm saying that block factor is equal to 2, then I can able to put it log 20 records base 2. So you need almost all 5 levels. So you need 5 levels because 2 power 4 is not greater than 20. If I increase a block factor, observe carefully. Another answer I am writing. If block factor is equal to 5 plus I have increased block factor. When it reaches to 5, your answer is log base 5 of 20. So I need 5 square. That means only 2 levels bus. So this all depends upon your index block factor only, how many levels you need to do. So that all depends upon your index block factor. Very important shortcut question this is. I will give you a number of elements. I will also give you index block factor. Now you tell me how many levels you need. If I am saying that I need 5 level, 5th level is your root level. Observe carefully. If I am saying that 2 levels I need, 2nd level is your root level. So come to the question. So this is how he will ask in the question. He will not ask you to construct a tree like how I did. I have shown you a proof that how single level indexing can be converted into multi-level indexing. Now he said that number of records are 30,000. So let us see shortcut. We see number of records is equal to 30,000 and the data record size 100 bytes. Data record size is equal to 100 bytes and the block size is 1024 bytes. All information we need, otherwise you can't solve the problem. 1024 bytes. And suppose, this is the point he is adding, suppose we construct secondary index. Please recollect last lesson. What is that? Secondary index is a dense index. If you construct using a sparse, your answer will be wrong. Secondary index is a what? A dense index only. Why? I have noted this. Dense index is a row level index. Observe carefully. a row level index or record level index. Therefore, number of records, index records are nothing but number of your data records only. So 30,000 you need to take. And your index size is altogether 15 bytes long. Now come to the point. Number of index records, nothing but number of data records. Because I am following dense. Please recollect, my dear friends. If it is not a dense, then you have to do that number of data blocks. So 30,000 entries. So he is asking dash number of levels. Simple answer. How many levels you need? How many levels you need? Observe the answer. Your answer is, first you need to find the index block factor. It's very important to us. Earlier I gave you directly index pointer. If not given to you, then you need to find yourself what is the index block factor. So how to find index block factor? Index block factor is nothing but F out. It's known as a fan out also. Fan out is called as a what? Block factor only. So how will you get the block factor? Your block factor is nothing but disk block size divided by your, understand, disk block size divided by index record size. Your disk block size is 1024 bytes, numerator is in bytes, and index record size, he mentioned that point also. Index record size is 15 bytes. Please look at your question carefully. 9 bytes plus 6 bytes. Now we note it down, 15 bytes. So your answer is almost all 442 roughly. I can store 442 entries in a single block, because you also can calculate 1024 roughly. So 1024 is roughly like a 2 power 10, and 15 is nothing but 2 power 4 roughly. So 2 power 6 records. So I can say that your index block factor is 64 records roughly. That means in a single block, I can able to store 64 records only. Now you tell me, is it sufficient or is it require further splitting? Exactly, it requires a further splitting. Why? Because your total number of index records are 30,000, but you can able to hold in a single block 64. Therefore, there is a need of a what? Splitting. How to do splitting? Let me give a shortcut here. How many levels? Log 64 of your 30,000. Simple shortcut I am sharing, my dear friends. Please keep it in mind. So log 64 and 30,000, it will give you how many levels you need. You also can calculate your side. What is the log base 64 of 30,000 records? If you are unable to find, you please calculate like me. How? First level index I am doing. First level indexing I am doing. So to that shortcut I am writing a process. First point, number of index records, nothing but 30,000. Point number 2, because why 30,000? Because number of index records, dense index is nothing but number of data records only. Now tell me, the number of indexed blocks, number of indexed blocks in first level is nothing but 30,000 divided by 64 roughly. Then you are going to get, now already I said, roughly 442 blocks required. Now tell me, You are not able to keep all your index records in a single block. Hence, there is a requirement of second level. So, second level index is sparse. Observe carefully. First level index, as per as a given question concern, dense, and second level index I am doing a sparse now. Now you tell me first entry, number of index records at second level, nothing but number of data blocks of first level, number of data blocks of first level, because sparse index is based on block level. So 442 blocks I need. Plus you got your answer. Second step, how many blocks you need now? How many indexed blocks need to store 442 entries? Simply 442 divided by your 64, and still you are going to get some value here. So one more level is required, that is the third level. Third level is also sparse only because a dense to sparse is a concept of multi-level. It's a third level. So now you tell me point number one, number of index records is nothing but number of data blocks of second level, number of blocks of second level, because index is done on second level only. What is your answer? 442 divided by 64. These many entries you will get. You do the calculation part. Now tell me how many blocks needed. How many blocks needed? Your answer is 442 divided by 64. You will get some number of entries divided by what is your block factor. So how many blocks you need? So number of index records are nothing but 442 divided by 64, and on that you are going to see that the number of blocks. So instead of doing such a long process, you can use the concept of shortcut. What is that? A log, and what is your block factor value, and what is your total number of records. So listen this. The first step is 1024 divided by 15 bytes. 68 is your block factor. That means 68 records can be kept in a single block. So how many first level blocks? I already shown you. 30,000 records divided by your fan out 68, you got 442 blocks. This is first level. Second level, your number of records of your second level is nothing but number of first level blocks 442 divided by your fan out is how much? 68. Now you need how many? 7 blocks. So this is your second level blocks, and still it is not packed in a single block, so one more level is required. Number of third level blocks are nothing but number of index entries of your second level, which is nothing but 7, because sparse index it is. It's a sparse, it's a dense, it's a sparse. Now 7 divided by your 68, you are going to able to pack it in a single block. That's it. You got 3 levels. So third level is your root level because you're able to pack it in a single block. Now total, how many blocks, how many levels you need? I need 3 levels. So how many block access you need altogether? It's nothing but index 3 levels, and one is to retrieve your data from your data file. Please recollect your index. So I'm going to show you that example. So let's come back. This is what. So how many block access you need to retrieve a record? First we will check this, then we will check this, then we will check this. 3 levels completed. After that we are migrating to your data file, so +1 is mandatory. That's why I need 4 block access. Always a +1, don't forget my dear friends. So your answer is exactly 4 block access. That's this you can able to do in a shortcut. What is that? Log 30,000 base 64, you will get a 3. And what is your access time? So access time is nothing but 3 plus 1, which is nothing but 4 block access. Now let us do, this is your ISC Bangalore gate question. So similar to that, total records 16,384 and index size is 6 bytes, pointer size is 10 bytes. So total 16 bytes is your index size and block size is 1024. What is the point he added? Secondary index is built. Again, please recollect. Secondary index means what kind of index it is? Dense index. So number of first level entries are nothing but total number of record, that is 16,384 only, because index is built on secondary. And now he wants to follow multi-level scheme. So very clearly he said he wants to convert secondary level index to multi-level index. Otherwise it would have been called as single level indexing only. Now he said that first level blocks how many, second level blocks how many. Let us do the process. First, index block factor you need to find. What is index block factor? 1024 bytes divided by your index size is a 16 bytes. So it is a 2 power 10 divided by 2 power 4. It is nothing but 2 power 6 records. In a single block, maximum I can keep 64 entries only, not more than that. Please keep it this one to mind. And now come to the first level. Whether do I need only one level or multi levels? First level, number of index records is equal to a number of data records as I am doing dense, because secondary index. Your number of data records are nothing but 16,384. So how many blocks you need? How many blocks? How many first level blocks? Which is nothing but 16,384 divided by your block factor 64. The answer is 256 blocks. Still one more level I need, because you are unable to keep all of them in a single block. So second level. So second level, number of index entries. Number of index records at second level is nothing but number of data blocks, indexed blocks of first level. If you do once again dense, there is no use. You will get the same thing only repeated. That's why I'm converting dense to sparse. Number of indexed blocks of first level. So the answer is, how much it is? 256 entries. Because top of the record we are going to create a sparse entry. Now you tell me, dash number of blocks required. Dash number of indexed blocks needed to store 256 records. The answer is very simple. 256 divided by your block factor already you computed. How much it is? 64. So your answer is only 4 blocks. Is it your root? Shall I stop? No. Because it is not packed into single block. So one more level is required. That is the third level. Still you get one single block, you need to keep on do. So third level, number of index records is nothing but number of indexed blocks of second level. So that is a 4. Now number of third level blocks. So you can stop your process here, because All 4 can able to fit in a 64. It's a 0.00. So your third level is going to be your root level. My dear friends, he did not ask third level. He asked only first level and the second level only. First level 256, second level 4 blocks, third level only 1 block. Let us do. This is an important point. Observe carefully. So very rare question this question. Secondary index to multi-level, it's often, but he is asking sparse to multi-level. See the beauty. Index size is 16 bytes, total records are 1 lakh, and data record size is 100 bytes. He is asking which level is the top level? Which level is the top level? So we need to do the process. First, let us see index block factor. This is a very important first point always. Index block factor is 1024 bytes divided by 16 bytes. So almost all you will get 64 records as it is like a previous. Second step, your first level index is a sparse only. Observe carefully. Your first level index is sparse. So sparse number of records in first level is nothing but number of not data records, number of data blocks. This is a very important point. If it is a secondary index, I can do directly 1 lakh records only, but it is a sparse. You are going to construct it on what data blocks only. First record of every block, we are going to create an index entry. So you need to find this number of data blocks. Now let us find number of data blocks is first data block factor you need to find. Recollect our first lecture. Your block size divided by your data record size. Block size is 1024 bytes. Data record size is 100 bytes. So I can store only 10 records per block. I'm talking about data only, not the index. Because this is for data file. Because your sparse index is created first level on data file only, not on the total number of records. Now you decide how many data blocks required. Dash data blocks to store 1 lakh entries. Your answer is simple. Total number of records are by your block factor, so I need 10,000 blocks. You got your answer, my dear friends. How many blocks? 10,000 blocks. So your answer is number of data blocks are nothing but 10,000. So your number of first level index records is nothing but number of data blocks, which is nothing but 10k according to that step. Now you tell me how many first level blocks? How many first level sparse indexed blocks are nothing but your number of records divided by block factor. Your number of records are 10,000 divided by your block factor is 64. You got your answer. So 10,000 is nothing but roughly, so 2 power 10 is nothing but 1000. 11 means 2000. 12 means 4000. 13 means 8000. 14 means 16,000. So I can write 2 power 14 divided by 2 power 6, which is 2 power 8 blocks. So how many you got? 256 blocks. Can you able to pack them in a single block? No. So therefore, one more level is required. That is the second level. Second level, number of entries. Second level is obviously sparse only. Don't talk about that. Because first level you need to confirm whether it is a dense or sparse. Number of entries are nothing but number of first level blocks. Your number of first level blocks are 256, we confirm. Now you tell me, number of sparse indexed blocks to store 256 records. It's a very simple. 256 divided by 64 is your block factor, so 4 blocks. So one more level. So there is a requirement of what? Third level is your root level. So according to the question, what is the answer? Which level will be the top level? That is nothing but third level. You want shortcut? Yes, I can give you. Log. What is your base? Your base is 64. How many? 10,000. Plus you will get this answer. So my dear friends, I already shown you how to construct a single level index and how to construct multi-level indexing. It's not that much easy to gain or to digest in a single lecture. Please once again download this lecture at yourself, watch once again, do the similar problems so that you will be perfect. So unless you do practice, you cannot get. So two important points I said. First level is the confirmation to you whether it is a dense or whether it is a sparse. Sparse means sparse to sparse, sparse to sparse we do. Dense means dense to sparse and sparse to sparse we do to do the multi-level indexing. And there are two types of multi-level indexing. One is a static, the other one dynamic. What is a static? The static multi-level indexing is nothing but your binary search tree. And dynamic multi-level indexing is nothing but your balanced search trees. Please observe carefully. Your balanced search trees are called as a dynamic multi-level indexing, and this is your normal binary search tree. Because your static multi-level indexing, the block factor, maximum block factor, what is that? Question mark. So this is, I would like to discuss in the tomorrow's session, that is balanced search trees. Before starting the balanced search trees, I will discuss what is a static level index and what is the maximum block factor. You also can tell me tomorrow. Otherwise, you can chat with me. What is the maximum block factor of your binary search tree? And what is the maximum block factor of dynamic multi-level indexing? So come here. What is the maximum block factor of your dynamic multi-level indexing? What is the maximum block factor of your static multi-level indexing? Because both are trees only. Tree is nothing but multi-level indexing, which is going to be very fast searching concept. So tomorrow session we are going to discuss this dynamic multi-level indexing, especially balanced search trees part 1 and part 2 I will discuss. Tomorrow session we are going to discuss part 1 of your dynamic multi-level indexing. Now my dear friends, in the meanwhile you can find out the answer. What is the maximum block factor of static multi-level indexing? You can also ask your Google mother if it can give. You can. I think so you don't get that point. That's what the concept of Unacademy lectures. Because Google also, we used to post the matter into Google. You know that how the Google is going to get the content. Whenever you type some keyword is nothing but index only. Whenever you type some index keyword, then it is going to give some content. Who is going to post that? Our faculty members only post that. It's minded that. So you tell me what is the maximum block factor of your static level indexing and what is the maximum block factor of your dynamic level multi-level indexing, that we will discuss in tomorrow's session. And tomorrow your session is at 8 p.m. This is your tomorrow session. My dear friends, I want to tell you one important thing. Whatever lectures I'm providing through Unacademy, we all need to respect Unacademy because without Unacademy, you and I cannot exist. So you are somewhere remote, I am somewhere remote. You and me are under one roof because of Unacademy only. So that's why we have to salute to Unacademy. That's why you want to further more depth of knowledge in my subjects like networks, database, operating system, TOC, and others. Please join into Unacademy using my referral code. If you use my referral code, then you will be tagged on to my batch. So I can able to guide you because 1:1 guidance is also there in Academy. I am doing only for my batch students. So my dear friends, please subscribe. That means what? Take the admission in Academy using my referral code Sankara. Apart from that, you also can get what? Much more discount. So please use this opportunity. We all creditful to an academy. Get the admission in an academy, then we will meet on the plus courses. So once you become a premium member, I can also meet you there. But in-depth training, I'm going to provide one by one, one by one, one by one in sequential teaching. Okay, my dear friends, we will meet in the tomorrow session. Thank you very much. But please see that before you want to have a good grip on this multi-level indexing, download this lecture once again and see that how I have given different examples of construction of single level index to multi-level indexing. One is a dense to sparse and the other one sparse to sparse. Both possibilities are there. So please refer all these lectures to your friends, those who want to be good in a database networks and operating system and other subjects. So share it. Please give a like so that it is going to be big applause to the faculty member, especially me. So we are going to take a much more pain to provide these kind of lectures, my dear friends. We are asking only one like. So that is going to give big applause so that I can able to prepare wonderful content in further lectures. So we'll meet in the tomorrow's lecture, sharp 8 p.m. Thank you very much.